Welcome to the Great Tech Debate, episode number 17. I like doing shows in the afternoon. I usually do shows at night when I get a little tired, but I have a lot of energy today, so this feels good. Episode number 17, we're doing the show live. Catch the Great Tech Debate, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, almost every Saturday. And how the show works basically is we got 4 people on the show. Each person brings their own debate topic to the table, and we just debate, argue, talk, yell, cry about different topics. So joining me today is Billy Heim. I've had Billy on the show on Podnuts about, maybe a year and a half ago. How's it going, Billy?
Right. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Very good. Billy used to be on a show called the Daily Freeware Podcast, which I thought was very cool. And now he's just chilling on Twitter at twitter.com/BillyHeim.
Yeah.
And next guest is Daniel Maloney from yourtechie.ca. Hey, Daniel.
Now.
How's it going?
Good, man. Good as always.
Awesome. And he's a computer repair technician. Yourtechie.ca is his computer repair company, and you've probably heard him on a couple Podnuts episodes as well. And Joe Walsh is joining us. And Joe, your website is, don't tell me, Guru. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
It's gigabytegurus.com.
Gigabytegurus.com. I should have checked on that before I started the record button. And Joe's local. He's a friend of mine. And how's it going with you, Joe?
Pretty good. How are you, Steve?
Awesome. How's business going with your computer repair business there?
Pretty good. Keeping busy.
Good. All right. Well, thank all you guys for being on the show. And like I said, each person brings their own debate topic to the table. I'm going to save Billy's till the end because he's got a topic that I like. But let's start with Daniel because I don't know what Daniel's in is, and he's going to surprise me.
All right. So I wanted to bring up backing up because I've been looking at a bunch of different ways to keep stuff backed up, and I'm a little uncertain on what I want to do, but I just wanted to see what everybody's using for backup, what they recommend. I've been looking at a couple of things. I've been looking at doing some, online FTP backup. Now I've just been backing up to, a regular hard drive. But what do you guys use? What do you guys think is best?
Right now, all I'm doing is local backups in my apartment here. I don't put anything on the cloud. I think about it like maybe once or twice a month, every month, and then I say, I'll do that next month. So as far as what I'm doing now, I have a Mac and it's hooked up with an external USB drive on Time Machine, and that's where the bulk of my important stuff is. It's on my iMac, so I have only one backup. It just goes to an external hard drive on Time Machine. That's my main backup. I also have though a NAS drive, a Buffalo NAS hard drive. And since I have about 8 computers here, it's one of my plans I want to get done this month to just hook them all up to the NAS drive and just back up everything to the NAS drive. But that's what I'm doing now. As far as cloud, not doing nothing, but I think I should eventually.
How do you find the NAS drive? Is it fast copying? Is it faster copying, say, PC to PC?
Yeah, I think it's faster PC to PC. It's a gigabyte NAS drive, but I don't have a gigabyte network set up. So I think it has the ability to be faster than it is, but in my experience, it's fair. It's not like rocket speed, and it's loud. And I don't like it because it's loud and it runs all the time. So,
did any of you fellas see the things? If you've been watching Leo at CES, he was showing off one of the products that he saw there, and he mentioned he had it himself, but I can't remember the name for the life of me. But what it was an appliance that you plug a USB hard drive into, and then
I know what you're talking about. I know what it is.
Do you know what the name of it? Pogoplug. That's it.
Yeah,
totally.
I want one. Oh,
man. When I saw that, I was like, dang, I've never even heard of it before, and it's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah.
And it basically creates a cloud in your house. So it makes that drive publicly accessible online. So first of all, everything you store on there, you can get it when you're offline. And it works good locally for a good NAS storage.
Yeah, I saw that too. I thought that was kind of neat. But that's not new. I mean, that's an FTP drive. I mean, my Buffalo drive, I can access that online too. I actually bought, it's called the Live Station Buffalo. It costs a little more because I wanted that feature. Now, I can't write to it through the internet, but I could read from it to the internet. I didn't know that when I bought it. The Pogoplug sounds like it's just a cloud drive that you can write and read from.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the other guys do for backup solutions, Billy or Joe.
I'll let Joe go first because I want to hear his.
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm actually using Carbonite. I like it a lot. It works real well. It's automatic, and it's not too expensive, and there's no limit on the storage. I also do some local backups with external hard drive, but my concern is fire or a power surge,
Right.
where you lose all your hardware. The Carbonite's nice too because it lets you manage your own encryption keys, so they don't have access to your data.
I thought about using them. Do you know what the biggest thing, Joe, is? I just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The Carbonite, like the initial uploading, like I just picture it being so slow and using up my computer resources. How do you find that it does that?
It actually has a mode where if you're using your computer, it actually doesn't upload anything.
Okay.
So it takes a couple days for the initial upload. I think I might have 60 gigs on mine. And it took a couple days for it to do it, but when it notices that you're not using your computer, it'll actually start uploading, and that'll basically save your CPU and everything from when you're using it.
Is it PC or Mac, the one you're using?
It actually works with both, but I have it on my PC just because that's my desktop.
Interesting. Okay, well that's a good check for Carbonite. That's something I really need to do. Billy, what about you?
Well, yeah, I'm a backup fanatic. I it's gonna blow you guys away. I use Carbonite and I use Backblaze, 2 online upload websites, resources. And last night I had a 1.5 terabyte drive. I just copied everything to it and set it aside. I have Time Machine running on my iMac. I have Super Duper copying my iMac to a drive every night. And I have a FireWire 800 rugged LaCie drive that I copy everything to.
Jeez.
I'm a fanatic, but Carbonite, I don't like really Carbonite on the Mac because it takes a lot of CPU, really. I don't know why it does it, but it just does. So I switched over to Backblaze, but I still have, I paid the $50 or whatever for Carbonite. So I'm going to use it. I'll probably use it.
You're locked in for the year? You mean you couldn't get out?
Yeah, I'm locked in for the year.
Why'd you go to Backblaze? I have the website up now. I'm looking at it.
Backblaze, I just, what I saw, I've seen a few ads for it, and it looked promising. So I've tried it, and it's worked really well. I've got all my content up there. I've got probably 200 gigs on both websites, Carbonite and Backblaze. So it took some time to get up there, but
Jesus.
Yeah.
200 gigs? You said 200 gigs?
Yeah, 200 gigs.
Wow. How long did that take? A year?
Oh, a few months. But I have, I have my photos. I take a lot of photos. I have a DSLR, and I shoot a lot of video on my iPhone, or I also do an iPhone or a web thing on YouTube called Life Update, where I shoot videos every day of.
I saw that. You put them on Posters, right?
Yeah. So I have raw copies of those on my, on my iMac, and I, back them up to Backblaze or Carbonite.
Which one do you like better, Backblaze or Carbonite?
Backblaze. I like Backblaze better. Carbonite